I give up. I've changed my wiper blades. I've polished the glass. I've changed the mechanism. And today I am going to get rid of the arms and the blades and replace them with some brand new arms and some old school blades. This is it. There's nothing left to replace. So hopefully this fixes that bloody wiper chatter. Let's see what happens. Now I did try something which was suggested by a commenter on one of my other videos before I shifted the channel over. Kevin Gibbs, he's suggested that maybe I try and bend the arms and get them to be a bit more square with the screen. And I gave that a crack. Now, what that's done has well and truly fucked it. So the result of that is that I've gone and got new arms because, well, they're stuffed now and there's no way I can use them there with the rivets come out of them. So what we'll do is we'll pop out those arms there and just line them up with the brand new ones and see how much better the new ones are and how much tighter they are. If you remember back to one of the earlier videos I did as well, I was also a bit concerned about how these sort of pin-in type wipers were going to stay together on these new membrane style ones. And I can report back that they didn't stay in very well. Hence, the safety cable tie. I've had enough. These are knackered. Moving on. These are brand new. I think you can get them from any of the old Falcons shops. I got them from GT Ford Performance for $100 for the kit, or $99, whatever they were. And they're the GT style of wiper. So they don't actually make, from what I understand anyway, these pin type ones anymore. The way that they are installed is you just simply clip in the arm to this piece here. So we'll see if you can get a look at that. It's like it's spring loaded. Tongue, you just sort of slide them in. And that's it. And that looks pretty good. That feels so much better than this. This feels like there's a bit of sway down here, a bit of movement, and we'll compare it when we get it back on the car. So let's do the second one. Just chuck that in. That's it. Same sort of movement. Yeah, it feels good. They look much nicer too, don't they? Well, we'll see. Let's put them on a car and see what happens. We've been through this before. These are already off. We know what they're like. And if you want to see how to remove wipers and whatnot, I've got another video you can watch to demonstrate that. So I'm just going to slide. That's how you take paint off your scuttle panel. At least you know the springs are good. They are really tight. At least you can't see my incompetence when the car's just in view like this. Just protect that bit there. Now that's it. Okay. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, that's much better. The wipers aren't as good as the membrane ones, but they sound so much more solid. And don't have that feeling of falling apart, which for me is a win. What does it look like from in here? bad actually. The passenger one looks really good, doing a really good job of wiping. Driver side one, adequate, I'd say. So my take on that actually is there was no movements coming from the mechanism, although when we changed that it did mute it quite a lot. There was no visible sort of shaking of the wiper blades as they came back or forth, and they actually cleaned pretty well for standard type wiper blades, I thought. So I reckon we might have fixed it. So I might actually change this to part 3 of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, part 3 of how to fix your old wiper chatter on an old car, and that is change everything, pretty much. We'll start with the cheapest bits, I think, is the advice I could give there, which was your arms. But if your arms are no good, then you'll have to change your mechanism down there. But I think we're done. Now I've just got to worry about this scratch down there rusting. Anyway, hopefully through my failures you can learn something.